Why do so many millennials feel stuck these days? And what can you do about it? That is exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. What you maybe not know about me is that besides that I'm a purpose coach, I'm also a yoga teacher. And it happens more than once that after I've taught a yoga class, people come up to me and tell me that they are feeling lost and stuck in their lives. And it's always women or guys who are in their 20s or in their 30s. And those people are what we call millennials. I'm a millennial too, and millennials are people who are, well, now in 2019 between 24 and 36 years old. We are the generation that grew up with cassette tapes, but also with the internet. We grew up with the promise that everything that we set our minds to is possible, but most of us graduated during or just after the crisis, and when we were done to create that awesome life that we were promised, there were no jobs out there, so we ended up confused and lost and stuck. That is a part of the reason why millennials tend to feel lost and stuck. But I think that it's more than just that we grew up with the idea that everything that we set our minds to is achievable. There's also this other thing, and that is expectations. Expectations that we have from ourselves, but also the expectations that the world has of us. And I guess it's just expectations in general. So we did grow up with the idea that the sky is the limit and that everything that you set your mind to is actually achievable. And because of that, you probably, just like I had, created a life that is built around living up to those expectations. So when you picked out your career path or your study at university, you looked at what kind of job titles will give you the life that matches the expectations that you have. For me, it was exactly the same. And to be honest, when I was all grown up, I just wanted a comfortable life with enough money and nice, luxurious things, and I never wanted to worry about anything. So that is why I decided to go to law school, because when you go to law school, a good career is guaranteed and money in the bank is also something that comes with the job title. But when I graduated and I had my first job, it didn't really match the expectations that I had. I really went through days thinking, is this it? Is this what I worked for? Is this really all that life is? Is this all that life is about? I went through a quarter-life crisis, and many millennials go through the same. And this crisis, this is exactly what I just described. It's this period in your life where you feel stuck and lost and you don't really know what you are meant to do on this planet. It's a period in which you don't really know what you want, but all that you do know is that the life that you have created isn't really it. And yes, in most of the cases, you have a good life. You have a house, you have a good paycheck, you should be comfortable and satisfied, but you are not. And that, my friend, is really because you created a life that was matching the expectations of what you thought that life should be about. But you didn't ask yourself, okay, what is it that I really, really, really want in life? How do I want to feel when I'm grown up? And how can I create a life that matches that feeling? I believe that happiness is an inside job. So when I say that you've created a life that matches what you want, I don't mean the house or the car or the number that you have in the bank, but I mean, how do you want to feel? Are you happy in the morning to get up, and are you excited about life? And what do you need to do to create a life that you are excited about? That is not something that we learn in school. We don't learn to create a life that matches that. We often learn to create a life that matches this outside image, this perfect picture, and we go after that, only to realize at some point that the life that we've created is not making us happy and it's not lighting us up. Because in fact, all that every single one of us really wants is to be purposeful and to do meaningful things in life. And no amount of money that you have in the bank or that great car that you maybe have on your front porch is not going to necessarily give you that feeling. If you have a desire to do more and to be purposeful, then all the money in the world is not going to give you that. And you know what? When I was going through my quarter life crisis, I really could have used someone who would have told me that. Who would have told me, okay, Haley, how do you really want to feel? And how can we, with that feeling, connect to what your true purpose in life is? That wasn't the kind of help that I had. And I know now that it's so important to have someone who can be that lighthouse, who can show you what it is that you need in this search that you are going through now. Because you don't need another test that is going to tell you what kind of job you need to do. What you need is to know what is your true life's mission. What is that thing that you came here to this earth to do that is going to light you up and is going to make you feel so fulfilled and so useful and so purposeful that no day in your life feels like work. All that it needs to do is that it makes you feel happy and that it gives you the opportunity to share the light that you have in you with others around you. So maybe for you it is to heal, maybe for you it is to help, maybe for you it is to teach or to serve. It doesn't matter. As long as you get to the bottom of what it is, that is the only thing that truly matters. So, but then how are you gonna go from here? So you've realized that you are a stuck and lost millennial like, well, many of us. And what are you going to do next? I have some helpful tips that are going to help you move forward. So the first thing that you should do is just accept that the situation is as it is. Don't stick your head in the sand. Don't pretend that like nothing is going on. Don't tell yourself that you are being whiny or you're over exaggerating. A quarter life crisis is something that is real. And if you are going through it, take it seriously because it's not going to go away by itself. So accept that this is your situation, that you're having a little crisis, and that from here you can move on and see how you can solve it. And then with that, as my second tip, start to manage your expectations. So you are where you are now and you've learned that life isn't as controllable or makeable as you thought that it was, which is completely okay. So start managing your expectations because this is what life is like now and that is absolutely completely fine. The third tip that I can give you, which is a really important one, is go figure out what it is that you are meant to do in life so that you can get out of this crisis that you are in now. And really this is going to help you because you are feeling the way that you are feeling because you are living a life that is not truly aligned with who you are. You are living a life that is matched up with the expectations that you had of life or that is matched up with the expectations of, well, your parents or society or someone else, but it's not aligned with you. And that is what you want in this situation. You want to align with you. You want to get in touch with yourself, with who you are here to be on this earth. So start exploring how you can do that. Start exploring how you can figure out your purpose. And then after you've figured out what your purpose is, how you can bring that to life. Because that is going to help you so much to be a happier person, to be your happy self, and to feel fulfilled and get unstuck. I promise you this. And then the fourth tip, please don't try to do this yourself. There are so many people who have gone through this, who have specialized in this, and who can help you. So I figured it out all by myself. But you don't have to figure it out by yourself because when you have help, you will get to the other side of your crisis so much faster than when you are trying to figure out to recreate the wheel by yourself. So get help. Maybe hire a coach. Maybe you have someone in your environment who actually knows this stuff. Don't just ask a friend who has good advice because that is not necessarily going to help you. It might confuse you even more. But get help of someone who knows their stuff and who knows how to help you to go on that soul search. to go and search why your soul is here on this earth, to help you figure out what your soul purpose is. Alright, so I hope that this really has helped you. And if you could use my help in your soul search, please do reach out. I'm Haley and I'm a soul purpose coach, so this is exactly what I do. I'm certified and I help people figure out what it is that they are meant to do on this earth. Now, if you need a little bit more help, you can go over on my website and download a free workbook, Uncover Your Soul Purpose in 15 minutes. As I said, it's 100% free and it's already going to help you get clear on what it is that you are meant to do in this life. I will link to the workbook down below in the comments, so make sure that you download it. And if there are any questions, also drop them down below in the comment section. I will be sure to answer them. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you again in my next. Bye!